Imagine that you're at a beach. And as you watch the ocean waves come and go, you feel relaxed. You can use this as a practice in accepting whatever comes, even if it's painful. Every single emotion we experience comes with an urge, an action that you want to do. Whether it's sadness telling you to isolate, anger telling you to take a stand, or love telling you to hug someone you care about. Urges are totally natural. They are emotions' way of communicating to us. Each feeling has a message it wants to tell us, if only we take a moment to be still and listen to what they have to say. Sometimes there are urges you don't want to carry out, ones that could harm your life. Sometimes we want to cope with unpleasant feelings in unhealthy ways. We may shop and gamble when we don't have the money. We may use substances or lash out at people past the point of regret. There are lots of sometimes disturbing thoughts that cross our minds. But there is no need to judge our urges. We all have them. It's what we do with them that matters. Instead of giving in to these harmful urges, we can engage in a skill called urge surfing. The waves are just like your urges. They climb in intensity, whether gradually or suddenly. They peak for a short amount of time, feeling as if they will never leave. And then they eventually fade away, even without you trying to change them. An emotion or urge can feel intense, but see if you can practice riding the waves. If you fall down and get tumbled into the water, that's okay. You can get back up. While you do this, notice whatever internal experiences are coming up for you. Thoughts, memories, sensations, memories. The goal isn't to change your internal experiences, but rather to accept what's coming up for you. Urges are temporary. No matter how intense they may seem in the moment, they will weaken and disappear, even if you don't act on the urge or do anything to suppress them. If the urge seems way too intense, see if you can cope by taking your mind off the urge. See if you can read a book, go for a walk, listen to music, practice deep breathing, or talk with someone. As you delay acting on the urge by distracting yourself, the size of the wave will naturally decrease, and the urge will weaken on its own. Also reflect on what you can do to prevent so many waves, so many urges from happening in the first place. Get to know your triggers for these urges and come up with a strategy to cope with them. If a certain person, place, or thing is activating for you, see if you can set boundaries and change the frequency and distance between you and what is triggering you. Get to know what activates you, recognize what your urges feel like, and come up for a plan to cope if you feel triggered. Remember, it's totally normal to have urges. Some may lead you farther from the life you want, and you can experience an urge without choosing to act on them. Urges, just like the feelings they come with, will come and go on their own time. Rather than giving in to unwanted behaviors, learn how to surf them. Eventually, no matter how strong the waves are, they will fade away. Sadness and anger would go away on their own. So does happiness and excitement. It's not sustainable to feel one emotion forever. It's not sustainable to experience only the few emotions that feel great. We cannot selectively experience only the emotions we want to feel. And if we mute one emotion, we may start to mute others. It would also take away so much from learning about yourself and connecting with others through becoming more emotionally attuned. One of the most powerful skills to learn is to be able to sit in whatever discomfort we feel internally. Be curious about it and accept it rather than suppressing or trying to change it. Thank you so much for watching this. Please subscribe for more, and I wish you well in riding the waves of your life.